Hi everyone, I'm making potato chips in my air fryer oven. I'll show you the oven details later. So I wanted to show you all you need to use a specific kind of potatoes to make the chips. So if you see this has a reddish tinge outside. So this reddish tinge potatoes are the best to make the chips. If you use the regular potatoes, they turn out to be soggy in the oven, they don't crisp up. So you need potatoes which has very less amount of sugars and moisture, more amount of starch. Okay, so these are the reddish variety. It has this reddish tinge. Okay, so this is the one that needs to be used to make potato chips. You can go to the farmers market or vegetable market and ask them potatoes specifically meant for the chips. Okay, so I'll show you the detailed procedure how it's done. So I will be slicing my potatoes in a food processor. So I use this is the food processor. I use different attachments. I use the slicing attachment, and I'll be placing potatoes and slicing. You can even use your manual mandoline slicer to make very thin slices of the potato chips. So I've sliced the potatoes. If you see, the slices are really thin. This is how the slice is almost translucent. So I have put it in a big bowl of water. I'll be washing the potatoes, draining this water. So I'll be washing this twice, draining all the starch, and then I'll be putting a third batch of fresh water and leaving it aside for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I'll again wash it twice, and then I'll spread it out in a nice clean cloth, and I'll put another cloth on the top so the potato slices dry out thoroughly before I put them in the air fryer oven. So I'll be soaking this for 20 minutes. If you see the water now, it's much more clear. Like previously when I showed you, there were a lot of bubbles, lot of, the starchy water, you could see it. So I washed it twice and now I soaked it in water for 20 minutes. The water is pretty much clear now. After 20 minutes, I'll again wash it twice and I'll dry it. So I have finished soaking it in water for 20 minutes, and then I drained the water, and now I have laid it on a towel. Now I'll be placing another towel over this and patting it dry completely, and I'll leave it like that with the fan turned on for another 20 minutes. And then once it's completely dry, at least 80 to 90% dry, then I'll be baking it in air fryer oven. Okay, so the potato slices, they are dried now. I had left it out almost like 30 minutes for allowing it to be dried. Now what I'll do is I will be applying oil spray over here. You can air fry it directly without applying oil also, but it becomes like a little bit too dry. So what I do is I use this oil spray. This is extra virgin avocado oil spray. So I personally like this oil spray. I really liked it. This is B&G brand, and if you see, they've written here no gas propellant, and it's a bag with oil. So he beautifully explained how this process works, and it's amazing. So I usually I don't use much of oil for any of the cooking, but for this potato chips, it's just once in a while when you really get the craving, rather than eating a big packet of chips which is deep fried, and there's a lot of preservatives added in it, or it's very high in salt. I thought, rather do it at home with the small splashes of oil spray, and really indulge in the chips, and it tastes really good. I'll show you how the process goes.